these are an issue for him, but I also can't imagine any other thing on this earth that would make a studio approve this look. He's also aged by the heavy foundation they've put on him, again probably thinking it'll make him look younger, but it just weighs down his whole face and makes him look creasy. He hunches his shoulders and slinks around, probably to try to make himself look physically smaller, but it lends a menacing quality to his movement as he skulks around these halls full of actual children. Like if you see him in all the talk show interviews and performances to promote this movie, he looks like a normal guy in his late 20s, a normal good-looking guy. Kind of giving me Josh Groban energy, actually. And then you see him in the film inexplicably looking like some kind of sweaty 90s sitcom dad made of melting wax. His styling in the film carries him straight into the uncanny valley. Intellectually, you know what Ben Platt looks like, and that he is a normal-looking man. But in this film, there is something twisted and unnatural about him, like you're looking at a Mission Impossible-style mask of his face. And then they drop him into scenes next to all these normal-looking people. Older actors who are playing their actual ages and look natural, actors who are 22, 23, wearing minimal makeup and look convincingly enough like students. If you held up this image for me and asked me to typecast this man, I would probably say, I don't know, Dave, the father of Alvin and the Chipmunks in the live-action film. This is probably a controversial take, but in my opinion, even his singing style serves to age him. Ben Platt favors a lot of vibrato, and this part calls for a lot of falsetto, often at the same time. It's all very Colm Wilkinson, and when people say something is very Colm Wilkinson, they're probably not saying it's like a youthful and vibrant teenager. So you've got a scene of a bunch of normal-looking characters, and in shambles this big, hunching, mop-headed man, eyes sunken into his artificially puffy face, warbling out high notes like an anxious Jiminy Cricket. So how did this casting choice come about? I'm sure we're all wondering. Well, for people not aware of this important context, this film was produced by Ben Platt's dad. So yeah, that's when people were upset about Ben Platt's casting online, he took to his Instagram and said, "Were I not to do the movie, it probably wouldn't get made." And he's probably right. His dad probably wouldn't have wanted to pay for this movie if it wasn't his own little boy in the starring role. And we can't know for certain whether it would have been funded or not, were it not for Mark Platt's involvement. But honestly, what kind of comeback even is that? You literally just told us it's a vanity project funded by your daddy. I don't think that's going to help anyone's outlook on the blatant miscasting of the lead role, a character who's on screen nearly all of the time. And the thing is, Ben Platt is an extremely talented performer. I believe he probably could have had a career singing, even without nepotism, which is high praise. But I don't believe he would have been cast in this role in this film if the casting was up to anyone but his own father. To make matters worse, he delivers what I believe is the weakest performance in the entire movie. Or weak is probably the wrong word because he's definitely giving it all he's got, but it's a performance that clashes with everybody else on screen. There's a lack of subtlety to all of his choices that feels very misguided. I know Ben's done film acting before, and to my knowledge, he didn't do a bad job at it, so all I can guess is that he performed this role for the stage for so long that he kind of lost sight of how to modify his existing performance for the film. And it reads as very strange on film that whenever he's conveying emotions, he wildly bugs out his eyes, he thrusts out his chin, he flails his arms around. The gestures really got me. At first I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought, maybe this physicality is a choice because Evan's got social anxiety. Socially awkward people will often make jerky or unnatural gestures because they're nervous and they don't know what to do with their hands. I mean, why do you think I go like this while I'm talking the whole time I'm doing a video? It helps me remember, and also I don't know what to do with my hands. But over the course of many of these songs, Evan's social anxiety melts away. At many points he becomes confident or contemplative, lost in a daydream, and the performance never changes. He's always in full flail mode. And it's not just the flailing, it's the fact that Ben Platt insists on doing these horrifically literal hand gestures to go along with every word that he sings. I've compiled some of my favorites, all from a single song.
We pick a spot and shoot the breeze.
Pick a spot and shoot the breeze.
Telling jokes no one understands.
Telling jokes no one understands.
Let the world pass by.
Let the world pass by.
'Cause the sun shines bright.
'Cause the sun shines bright.
Wondering how the world might look from up so high.
And my personal favorite, how the